New 2025 Mazda CX-30 G20 Pure dot in today's increasingly crowded crossover market. The challenge for automakers is no longer just about offering practicality. It's about standing out with personality, design, and a driving experience that resonates with buyers. The Mazda CX-30 has consistently done just that, carving a niche as a small SUV that dares to deliver driving joy alongside everyday usability. For 2025, Mazda introduces the CX-30 G20 Pure, a model positioned as an accessible entry into the lineup, yet carrying the same DNA of refinement, safety, and driver engagement that the brand is known for. What makes this version particularly intriguing is the promise of a more affordable package, without sacrificing the qualities that make the CX-30 such a compelling vehicle in the first place. Buyers shopping in this segment often face a difficult choice. Should they settle for a practical but uninspiring crossover? Or can they find something that feels special every time they get behind the wheel? With the G20 Pure, Mazda argues that you don't have to compromise. The real question, then, is the 2025 Mazda CX-30 G20 Pure actually a good car, and is it worth buying? In this detailed review, we'll take a closer look at the model's performance, design, features, ownership experience, and value proposition to see whether it truly lives up to its promise. 1. Is the 2025 Mazda CX-30 G20 Pure a good car? Design and exterior appeal at first glance. The 2025 Mazda CX-30 G20 Pure continues Mazda's signature design philosophy known as Kodo, soul of motion. Even in its more affordable Pure trim, the vehicle carries a sense of understated elegance. Unlike some rivals in the small SUV segment that lean on aggressive lines or oversized grilleys, the CX-30 embraces smooth surfaces and flowing curves, giving it a premium look that belies its price point. The compact proportions make it highly versatile for urban driving, while the slightly raised stance conveys SUV confidence without the bulkiness. The front fascia is clean yet striking, with slim LED headlights that integrate seamlessly into the grille. Black cladding around the wheel arches and lower body panels adds a touch of ruggedness, although the overall aesthetic leans more toward sophistication than off-road toughness. Compared to competitors like the Hyundai Kona or Toyota Corolla Cross, the CX-30 looks more refined and cohesive, carrying design cues that would not feel out of place in higher-end luxury crossovers. Interior quality and comfort step inside the G20 Pure, and you're greeted by a cabin that feels carefully crafted. Mazda has a knack for designing interiors that combine simplicity with sophistication, and this trim is no exception. Soft touch materials dominate the dashboard and door panels. While the layout is deliberately driver-focused, the Pure trim doesn't overload buyers with unnecessary gadgets, but the essentials are executed with finesse. The seating position is supportive and comfortable for long drives, with cloth upholstery that feels durable. Rear seat space is adequate for a subcompact crossover, better than some hatchbacks, though taller passengers may find headroom slightly limited due to the CX-30's coupe-like roofline. Cargo space is competitive, with enough room for groceries, travel gear, or a weekend getaway, though it falls short of boxier rivals like the Honda HR-V. Still, for most urban families and young professionals, the balance between passenger and cargo room feels just right. Engine and performance. Under the hood, the G20 Pure is powered by Mazda's naturally aspirated 2.0-liter four-cylinder Skyactiv G engine, This engine produces a respectable 114 kilowatts, approximately 150 to horsepower, and 200 newton meters of torque, paired with a smooth 6-speed automatic transmission. While not a powerhouse, the drivetrain emphasizes linear power delivery and refined driving manners. Mazda's engineering philosophy prioritizes driver engagement. And even this base model benefits from G-Vectoring Control Plus, a system that subtly adjusts engine torque during cornering to improve stability and comfort. The result is a crossover that feels more composed and agile than many of its peers. Steering feedback is precise, and the chassis tuning strikes a rare balance, compliant enough to absorb bumps in city driving, yet firm enough to inspire confidence on twisty back roads. Compared to rivals like the Toyota CHR, the CX-30 feels more dynamic and connected to the road. Technology and safety. The G20 Pure may be the entry-level trim, but it doesn't skimp on safety and connectivity. Mazda's iActiveSense suite of advanced driver assistance systems is standard, including autonomous emergency braking, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and adaptive cruise control. For many buyers, this level of standard safety technology represents a significant advantage over competitors that require stepping up to higher trims for similar features. The infotainment system is anchored by an 8.8-inch central display operated via rotary dial rather than touch input. While some may prefer touchscreens, Mazda's approach reduces driver distraction and gives the interior a cleaner aesthetic. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, ensuring seamless smartphone integration. The sound system is functional rather than premium, but for daily commutes and casual listening, it more than suffices. Fuel economy and practicality. With its efficient 2.0-liter engine, the CX-30 G20 Pure delivers competitive fuel economy figures. Drivers can expect around 6.5 to 7.0 liters per 100 kilometers, 35 to 37 mpg US, depending on conditions. This efficiency, combined with Mazda's reputation for reliability, makes the CX-30 a strong contender for cost-conscious buyers. While not designed for serious off-road use, the slightly raised ride height provides enough clearance for rougher urban roads and occasional gravel tracks. For most real-world scenarios, city commutes, suburban errands, and weekend trips, the CX-30 G20 Pure proves more than capable. Verdict on quality. So, is the 2025 Mazda CX-30 G20 Pure a good car? Absolutely. It combines sleek styling, a premium-feeling interior, engaging driving dynamics, and a solid list of standard safety features, all at a competitive price point. It may not have the raw power of turbocharged rivals or the cavernous space of larger SUVs, but it delivers a level of refinement and driving pleasure rarely seen in its class. 2. Is the 2025 Mazda CX-30 G20 Pure worth buying? Value for money. The key selling point of the G20 Pure lies in its value proposition. Positioned as the entry-level variant, it offers a gateway into Mazda ownership without compromising the qualities that define the brand. Buyers looking at this trim often prioritize affordability, reliability, and safety, but the CX-30 adds something extra, emotional appeal. At its price point, the G20 Pure competes directly with vehicles like the Hyundai Kona, Kia Seltos, Toyota Corolla Cross, and Honda HR-V. While some of these competitors may offer more aggressive pricing or additional standard equipment, few deliver the same blend. of upscale design and driver engagement, ownership costs, and reliability. Mazda vehicles have a strong reputation for reliability and durability, and the CX-30 is no exception. Routine servicing costs are generally affordable with long service intervals, keeping ownership expenses manageable. Insurance premiums are also reasonable for this segment, making the G20 Pure attractive for young buyers or families mindful of long-term costs. Resale value is another factor worth noting. The CX-30 tends to hold its value well thanks to its strong reputation and desirability on the used market. Compared to some less distinctive rivals, the Mazda badge adds long-term confidence, lifestyle fit. Whether the CX-30 G20 Pure is worth buying also depends on the buyer's lifestyle. For city dwellers who want a car that's easy to park yet spacious, enough for errands, the CX-30 hits the sweet spot. Its nimble handling makes it ideal for navigating congested streets, while its elevated driving position offers the visibility many SUV buyers seek. For small families, it provides enough space for daily needs without being unwieldy. For singles or couples, it offers a stylish, premium-feeling vehicle that elevates the driving experience above the ordinary. It may not be the best choice for those who frequently carry large loads or need maximum rear seat space, but for the majority of buyers in this category, it balances practicality and personality better than most. Comparison with rivals dot when stacked against rivals. The CX-30 G20 Pure stands out for its driving dynamics and design. The Hyundai Kona offers more quirky styling and a tech-heavy approach, but lacks the same premium interior ambience. The Toyota Corolla Cross excels in practicality and fuel economy, but feels more utilitarian and less engaging to drive. The Honda HR-V provides excellent space and Honda's bulletproof reliability, but can feel somewhat bland in comparison. The CX-30, by contrast, consistently appeals to buyers who want more than just a tool. To get from point A to B, it feels like a car built with passion, not just spreadsheets. That emotional connection is hard to quantify, but makes a significant difference in ownership satisfaction. Potential drawbacks, of course. No car is perfect. The CX-30's rear seat space may feel tight for taller adults, and its cargo area, while adequate, isn't class-leading. The naturally aspirated to 0.0-liter engine, though smooth and efficient, may feel underpowered for those who regularly drive on highways with full loads. Some rivals also offer more advanced infotainment systems with larger touchscreens and more speakers at a similar price point. However, these drawbacks are relatively minor when weighed against the car's strengths. For most buyers, the balance of style, safety, quality, and driving enjoyment outweighs the compromises. Verdict on value.so. Is the 2025 Mazda CX-30 G20 Pure worth buying? Yes, especially for buyers who value design and driving experience as much as practicality and affordability. It delivers a premium feel in an affordable package, making it one of the most compelling options in the subcompact SUV market. In a world where small crossovers are everywhere, the 2025 Mazda CX-30 G20 Pure manages to stand apart. It doesn't try to be the cheapest, the biggest, or the most high-tech. Instead, it focuses on being the most balanced car that feels special to own and rewarding to drive, without demanding a luxury-level budget. For those asking, is it a good car? The answer is yes. It's stylish, safe, reliable, and enjoyable behind the wheel. For those asking, is it worth buying? The answer is also yes if what you want is a crossover that combines practicality with character and refinement. The CX-30 G20 Pure delivers in spades. The 2025 Mazda CX-30 G20 Pure is more than just another crossover. It's proof that even in an entry-level trim, Mazda can create a vehicle that sparks joy, builds confidence, and reminds drivers why they fell in love with cars in the first place.